to SnowRunner, my own self-imposed hardcore mode. It's been a week or so since I've played any of this, so I had to actually go back and review the rules a little bit. I've been playing the Coved map, the Season 1 map that just came out, and well, it's a map. It's a very stunning map. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Oh, and by the way, you can now hide this box here. You just hit up on your D-pad. You can see it in the bottom right-hand corner there. It says Hide Legend. And you are able to get rid of that box once you know what the controls are. And it will help you load things up. So the Code map, very beautiful map. I like the map. And it lacks some substance. There's a lot of exploring. And like I said, beautiful map, a lot of places to go. It's a big map. And I finished it in less than a week. And that's just playing a couple hours a night. And like I said, the missions were mostly going around looking at things and exploring, but there's a radar unit. Once I found the radar unit, exploring was really nothing. Luckily though, I'd explored most of the map before I got the radar unit. It just, I don't know, the radar unit kind of took something away from it. Made it a little too easy. So we have some missions here to do. And let's see, Morse mining. Or Blackbird. Nope. Maybe that one? Yes. So we're going to start tracking that one. And I hauled this over. It wasn't hard. It came along really nice and peaceful like. So all I have to do is deliver it here. And I get some money out of it and some XP. Some experience, driver points. I'm not exactly sure how to... Is it experience points or is it driver points? I don't know. I like driver points. It's your driver rating. And with the season pass, with the new map, you still stay at level 30. So once you reach level 30, that's just as far as you can go. There's no more driver ranks to get. They mess with the steering on these trucks. I do not like it. It makes them harder to steer. Used to be, before the update, if you let go of the steering wheel, or I use a joystick. So if I let go of the joystick, the tires would go straight. Now they are not doing that. And some of the steering is slower than it used to be. So it's making it kind of difficult to drive these vehicles. And I'm not a fan. Let's get our mission up so we can see what we're doing. So the mission I'm doing now is Morse mining, and it's in lumber mill supplies. We need 4 service spare parts, which I just picked them up there. We need 1 metal beam, and the metal beam is sitting over here, and it is on the back of the Western Star. Then I'm, whoop, please move the mountain. No. Oh, I must hit restart. Then we have, well, let's get it back up. Start tracking it. Then we have 2 fuel and 1 small pipe. And I have the Ford CLT 9000 sitting over there, already on Mountain River, that can pick up fuel and the small pipes. So right now we have, I did pack that cargo. Yes I did. And we have to deliver this part of it. So as I said, the new map is fun. It really is. There's a lot to explore. And I was having a lot of fun exploring, but once you've explored everything, the missions are, honestly, they're kind of lame. A map that huge, there is so much potential to triple or quadruple the number of missions there are, and there's not that many deliveries. Oh yeah, I'm still good. Make sure that I do not have a nasty habit of missing that turn. But yeah, deliveries, there should be a lot more deliveries. A lot more things to do other than explore. And I know it's a search and rescue type map. But like I said, it's huge. And deliveries would be awesome if you could do a lot more deliveries. There's a lot of abandoned houses and stuff and settlements. Little villages. You can make deliveries of wood and stuff like that to them. So I think the map didn't live up to its full potential. Now maybe there will be something else come out that you can do on that map, but I don't know. There were no new missions on our old maps. There was a redo of another mission, of our first 2 missions actually. The one where you have to find the watchtower and then find your first truck. So those missions are back on. And you just drive to the watchtower. It's already opened. It gives you credit, and then you drive to where the GMC was parked, and it gives you credit, but there's no truck sitting there. So I don't know what the deal is with that. More than likely a glitch. But I was really hoping for some new things to do on our old maps. And when I say old maps, I'm talking about the Michigan and Alaska. I don't think it would be that hard to add more missions. Maybe I'm wrong. I am not a computer guy. Maybe it's extremely difficult to add more missions. But I wouldn't think it would be. So yes, more missions. Because I have finished the coved map. And just like the rest of these, no, oh, I do want to go up here this time. Don't I? Yes, Mountain River. No thank you, no good job, nothing. You finish the last mission and then there's nothing left. Which is really a good thing that they put in. You can have 4 different playthroughs. Because now I would be sitting there with nothing to do with the game. Until the next update come out. But since I have my hardcore mode, I have plenty to do. And this is going to the lumber mill. So we head down this way. And I could go that way. And come down, but why is that parked there? AMK, I don't know why I have that sitting there. It's really weird because I got back into this and it has taken me 20 minutes to figure out where I left vehicles and what I was going to do with those vehicles, and to look at all the tasks and the contracts that I still needed to complete and try to figure out where I was in this game. So I have the AMK over there for some reason. I don't know what it is. Get up here to it, we'll see if it has a load on it. Another thing they have added on the vehicles with the beacon lights, you can change those beacon lights. You can turn them off, not change them, but you can turn them off. And you do that by going into your vehicle menu. And I don't think I have any vehicles with those lights. Go up here and check the AMK, see if it might have them. But if you don't have the beacon lights, then it's not going to give you that option. Yeah, I have no idea where I parked it there. I think I might have wrecked down here and I needed that to pull me back over. Sounds vaguely familiar. Okay. We've got that one delivered. Come over here and get out of the way. And we'll go to our global map. Back to Northport. And the Western Star. I did find the 2 new vehicles. The Ford 750, I really love the concept of that. It is very versatile. I like the vehicle. The engine sucks majorly. It has no power whatsoever. And it has a 4.0 V6 in it, or maybe 5.0 V6. A truck that size should not have a V6 motor in it. It needs a V8 badly. But it does not have one. Hopefully that will change and we will get another motor for it. Because it's just not... It's fun to drive it, but it's very aggravating when you're trying to go up a little hill that almost every other vehicle in this game can make it up, and it just doesn't have the power to do it. And it also sucks that I can't get it in this playthrough until I reach that area and find it. You can't buy it until you've already found it. Now once you find it, you can buy a second one. And I did buy a second one because I had mine loaded out, decked out with every bit of gas and repair points that I could get on it, which, man, does it hold a lot. And I bought a second one because you can get a loading crane and a one cargo flatbed on it and be able to do one cargo at a time. So that was really cool, and it came in useful. The problem is the crane is so heavy that when you put that crane, that flatbed on it, it takes even more power away from it, and it definitely won't climb hills. So that kind of sucked. I mean, if they need some help, I know a guy down the road here that can probably shoehorn a big old Hemi V8 in it. You can give them some help if they need it. But yeah, that truck would have trouble climbing this hill here. Now, I did start a third playthrough last night because I realized that I still have about 6 videos. I've got them all uploaded from the Cove map, and I realized that I still have 6 videos from this playthrough that I have not processed. I thought I had them processed, but I didn't. So while I was processing them, I started a third playthrough, and basically anything goes in that playthrough. And I'm gonna see how that works. I have barely opened up any of the maps. I'm running around to... Whoa. Now that looked odd. You know how you can go to the Smithfield Dam and you go a certain place and you see the... And people say wolf, deer, coyote. At first I thought it was a sheepdog. Or not a sheepdog, but oh, what are those? Saint Bernard. That's what I thought it was because I have a coworker that she has St. Bernard, and she's got a sticker on the back. It's a white sticker on the back of her vehicle. It says St. Bernard Mom, and it looks just like that picture. But it looked like there was something over here at this root of this tree. Oh, I guess it was just a tree here. Right there, that just looked funny, like it might be one of those animals that they put in here. Oh, and if you play the Cove map, you have got to find the Bigfoot tracks. There are Bigfoot tracks there. And it looks like he peed in the snow because there's yellow snow. So I will not tell you where they're at. You've got to find that on your own. And I was 3/4 of the way through the map before I ever realized it. It was because I took a wrong turn. But yeah, that was pretty funny to find. Alright, so now I need 2 fuels and 1 small pipe. We'll stop here and we will go find... Oh, I don't have a crane on it. Do I have a vehicle here with a crane? GMC should have a crane. Yep, that's the only other thing I have here. And it does. So we haven't driven the GMC yet today. Oh, there's something else. The Cove map. I think you find all-wheel drive for the GMC there. That's one of the upgrades. And I think it's the GMC. But for this vehicle, you can get it all-wheel drive. Now that you don't really need it. So by the time you find the all-wheel drive, you're probably never going to drive the GMC again. I don't know if I can hook up to that or not. Yep. But that's one thing I'm doing in the third playthrough that I'm doing, is I'm just going around to the maps and I'm getting the vehicles that I really use a lot and getting the upgrades. And then I'm going back to Black River, and I'm going to do it with the vehicles that I like and see how fast I can go through with vehicles that are a little bit overpowered for the maps. But this will be one upgrade that I get, so that I can make some deliveries with this. And I need to do that because there are some oh man, I always have issues with remembering what it's called. Achievements. That's what I'm looking for. But there are achievements in the game that will require you to use like Russian vehicles to deliver stuff either in Alaska or Michigan. I think it's 10 loads you have to deliver with a Russian truck. And in my other 2 playthroughs, well, I'm already past it in my first playthrough, but in this one I can't jump regions until I complete a region. So that's problematic. So I started a third one. Do that, put it over there. Need it for fuel. I'll come back and load those up in a minute. So now I need to go get these small pipes, and I think I know where the small pipes are. I think small pipes are here. This warehouse. Something else they've done is, you go over here and you've got your tasks. Well, they've also got all of the tasks over here. So that's kind of a pain in the butt because you got them in two places now, and it just takes you longer to, yeah, small pipes. It takes you longer to get down to like the garage or some other stuff because now you have to wade through all the tasks. But they did change icons. So they've updated the icons. And I'll show you here real quick, which I really like that. So the warehouse, as you can see, the icons have been updated, so it should not be two things with the same icon. Each one has its own icon. I did put the all-wheel drive on this vehicle, and I did use it on the Cove map. And this is a stout little vehicle when it's got all-wheel drive. They should move that upgrade and either put it in Alaska or put it on Michigan, because you could really use it. Nope, it's medium pipes. I don't want medium pipes. It's small. There we go. And I'm just going to go ahead and load the small pipes on here. Let's hide that so I can actually see the load good. Now, I heard a YouTuber talking about in some kind of notes or something like that, or some kind of preview, that the hardcore mode that's being worked out, just drop you, it will require you to drive only in first person mode. So that's something that I'm going to be practicing, is driving in first person mode a lot more. And what I'm assuming is, because I thought about it, is that they probably won't be able to move the vehicle unless you're in first person. But if you're stopped, then you could probably get third person view like this to see, if you're stuck on something or anything. But in order to move the vehicle, and you'll have to have it for the crane, you have to have third person. But to move the vehicle, it'll tell you can't move the vehicle. It'll be like when you got a menu open and you're trying to do something and it tells you close function. It'll tell you you have to go into first person. Which that could be very, very interesting. I had thought about doing that for this playthrough, adding that as one of my rules, but I didn't do it. Because I thought that would be just a little bit too tough. And, you know, that could be a little bit boring watching first person all the time. And you know YouTube, it's all about entertainment. Which I'm all about entertaining myself. As long as I'm entertained, I'll keep doing it. When this becomes boring for me, then I'll stop. Okay, stop the engine. And go ahead and activate our anchors. And I'll wait on crane mode till I get Ford up here. Yeah, I was also a little disappointed with the map. And it was partially my fault. I was listening to what some other YouTubers were saying about the Phase 1. And they were talking about you have to deliver a, looked like a B-25 bomber. And I kept searching the map looking for that B-25. Then I thought, oh, you know, maybe it's like a last mission. You got to complete everything else, and it'll tell you to go to one of the gun emplacements or something like that, and you can pull it out. And I was really disappointed because it actually is not a mission. Maybe it will be a mission for Phase 2 for the next map, but it was not a mission for this map. And that kind of disappointed me. Let's fire you up. Start the engine. Crane mode. Landing legs are out. Let's load some fuel. Get rid of that. Yeah, this makes it so much easier to load stuff. Being able to get rid of that menu down there. You can see things better. And it's probably going to reset everything. Yep. That's something that I don't like, when it resets everything. You got to reload out your crane, but a minor annoyance. Close enough. And restore crane. And we will get this one on its way. And we'll wait on the other truck. So I think I'm too far away. Nope. Not too far away. That's good. Pack cargo. And we'll let you lead the way. Because you match. Truck matches the cargo. But one thing that is really going to cause me some issues when I get to that map and the cove map in this playthrough is the fact that oh shoot, why'd I do that? Oh, and you also notice that getting a lot of the little hints come up again. So that was even happening on the cove map. I call it the coved map, but I heard other people call it the COVID map. It's C-O-V-D. And with everything going on in the world, I don't think we need to be reminded. It's still pretty fresh in everybody's memory because everybody's still going through it, so I just call it the coved map. So there were some fixes. I do not have the list in front of me, but they did do some fixes to some vehicles and made things a little bit better on some vehicles. And like I said, the steering, they've screwed with the steering on the big trucks, and I don't like it. Still need to try a steering wheel, but life keeps throwing me curves. I get a little bit of money saved up, think, yeah, I'm on my way, I'm gonna maybe get my steering wheel next payday, and something happens. So I have to start it all over again. But eventually I'll get there. I actually have somebody I know that has a sports seat out of a sports car that they said they'd sell it to me for 20 bucks. It's got a couple little rips in it. But it's kind of like a racing seat out of a real car. And I'm thinking about getting it and then building myself my own little rig so I can sit in it when I get a steering wheel. So we'll see how that works out. I am very good with wood, so I can build something like that. It wouldn't even be too hard. And when I do that, I'll put some pictures in one of my videos and let you take a look at it. Still a ways off. So, release the winch. Deliver that one. You up. Stop and change trucks. Oh, it's giving me the GMC. And deliver that one. Alright, more money. I like money. So let's see where we're at. I am at level 21. I own 20 vehicles. I've completed 79 out of 81. Oh, I know what that is. That's Michigan. That's because they've added 2 more back to it. So I've completed 106 out of 255 in the entire thing. I was 100% done in Michigan, but as I told you in the beginning, 2 more missions were added. And you still can't go and get the other GMC that's on Smithville Dam. Yeah, still can't get it. So, doing pretty good on this so far. Backed up. And it would almost be worth it to cheat and go over to the Cove map and get this all-wheel drive unit for this. I think this truck would be awesome on this map. But I shall not. Okay, we get you parked here. And let's see what else we've got. Is there anything we can do here? It's Pedro Bay. Where's concrete? I can't get it there. I can get consumables at the service hub. Interesting. Concrete blocks I've got to go to White Valley for. Cargo delivery is locked. That's locked. And that's locked. Well, that's not very nice of them. Start tracking it. Okay, so I don't know why it tells me I get small pipes over here. I should get them over there. Oh, and I can't get wooden planks here. Small pipes over there. Can I get concrete blocks on White Valley? Yes, I can. Alright, so that's what I'm going to work on now. Let's change my truck. And Navstar can hold a lot of stuff. Oh, that's so I'll take the parking brake off. Also help if I turned it in the right direction. Back you way out here. And then come back in. So I'm going to need 2 concrete blocks, small pipe, and 2 wood. So the 2 woods and the concrete blocks, I mean the small pipe I can put on this truck. And there we go. And in my head I told you, but I can't remember now whether or not it actually came out of my mouth. But on the Cove map, there are only 2 trailers, or 3 trailers really. There's one scout fuel carrier that's for a mission, and then there's one service trailer that you can find. You get to keep it. And then there is the radar trailer. And yes, I looked here and you cannot buy the radar trailer here, which kind of sucks. You can only buy it on the Cove map. But you can go to any trailer store and pick it up once you actually have it. There's a mission to do that. Ah, crap. And I forgot to... do that first. Then my anchors, then my crane. And now I can load. Get rid of that. We should get rid of that permanently. But it comes up each and every time and you gotta get rid of it. Eventually I will get used to just automatically getting rid of it as soon as I go into crane mode. Well, that wasn't very good of me. I can do this better than that. And then another one. Frame mode. Rid of that again. I'm gonna go around the front of the truck with this one. Down a little bit. Let it bump. And restore crane. Stop the engine, change trucks. To the... Nope. Nav-star. Pack my cargo. Whoa. Cat just come tearing through here and jumped in the window and started in on the mini blinds. He is the great fly hunter. I get about 1 fly a week and he gets very excited about it. Which he's probably the reason why I have 1 fly a week. I let him in and out of my garage is attached to the house, so I let him out in the garage, and sometimes I don't close the door well enough, and he lets himself into the garage and leaves the door wide open. We will take this truck with us because that's what I'll go down and get these blocks with. And I'm going to need it to load up my small pipes. Back to my trailer view, attach my winch. Crap. Attach winch. Well, that's something new. No winch points on this trailer anymore. Okay. I am fairly certain there used to be winch points on it because I'm pretty certain that I used to haul things behind it. Maybe not. Try this. Nope. Alright, you gotta forgive me, I'm old. I got a lot of trucks to get back to the garage. Stuff scattered everywhere. That's the bad part about not being able to recover straight to the garage. You have to drive everything back. You tend to leave things and you have to go look for them. Yeah, when I was doing the code map, I actually missed this. Okay, just make sure that trailer's attached. Had a sneaky thought maybe that's why I wouldn't winch, because it detached, but it's still there. I actually missed driving everything back to the garage and not using fuel stations and manually loading everything. Which most everything you have to manually load anyway on that map, because there's not that many deliveries. And the deliveries that you do have are things you find out in the wilderness. And something I did notice also, I was driving putt-putt around the Lodestar, because that is my primary scout vehicle. I have all of the scout vehicles, and I just like the Lodestar the best. And for some reason, I couldn't figure out, it was just too bright at night. And then it dawned on me that my spotlight had been put back on the vehicle with the update. I had taken the spotlight off of it, and for some reason it put it back on. A couple of the vehicles, the upgrades were not on there, so I had to put the upgrades back on. Just minor little things. Or like the Western Star, I jumped in it and took off and was driving. I realized, man, this thing it's turned to junk. It won't go anywhere. And got it back to the garage and started looking, because I thought, well, maybe an upgrade. And it had the regular tires on it, the road tires. instead of the snow tires, or the mud tires that I had on it. So I don't know why I did that, but minor little things, no big deal. Didn't pass that, did I? No, still up here. Oh, but I should not have passed that fuel tanker. That might be bad. Alright, I will go download the small pipes on here. And bring them up and then put them on the ramped flatbed there. Make sure this engine is off. Yep, about half a tank in that one, so I should be okay. But I have to go down here, get this, and then come up and get some fuel. Let's go down to third gear. Just so I don't spin out. So small pipes. I'll just do that. Activate my anchors, go into my crane, get rid of that. And I have to turn it around. I don't have to, as long as I get it on the bed, then it will pack automatically. But I don't like doing that. I like getting it as close as I can. Up the hill we go. Come on, Bob, you can do it. Let's go to high gear. 15 gallons. I probably have enough to offload this and go over to where the fuel is, but I'm gonna go ahead and just go ahead and get fuel. Wow, that didn't sound right in my head. Okay, I do have a little fuel tanker here. I wasn't sure if I had a fuel trailer or not. I know I've got one toward the beginning of the map. Refuel. Alright, get up here, and I will do one more thing. I'll show you one more thing that you can do with the trucks now that you couldn't before, and I talked a little bit about it. As I'm getting close to my hour mark here. Back it down just a little bit. Stop. And let's go to Northport. Go through all of this stuff. See, I've got a lot to do. And I watched somebody playing the game day before yesterday. And they could not figure out how to turn the beacons on and off. And they were going into settings and all kinds of stuff and just couldn't figure it out. So if you have the same issue, I'm going to show you. So what do I have with beacons? Let's get the Hummer out. And customize it. Go to the rooftop. Ah, it's got beacons. Okay, so we'll put these beacons on it. And leave the garage. So you've got the beacons on here. And that's really annoying if you're driving, having that on there. But if you go into the menu, go down here and it says turn off beacons. But you only get that if you have beacons on the vehicle, and you can turn them off. So that's one of those things you can do, and it will not turn off the fog lights. It just turns off the beacons. And if you're one of those people that like them on, okay, you can turn them back on. Totally up to you. Alright, well that will do me for today. And I don't like them on. So let me know what you think. Leave some feedback for me. Let me know what I did well, what I need to improve on. I like feedback. And that's how you improve, is when people give you feedback. So give me some feedback. If you liked it, leave a like. If you feel the urge, go ahead and subscribe. I would appreciate it. And I will see you in the next episode. So until then, have a good one.